Good afternoon and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. I hope that you guys are doing okay. As you come into the room, please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay today on this beautiful afternoon. I know a lot of you all had to go back to work today. So I decided I'm supposed to be somewhere getting my hair braided, child, but I was late for my appointment and she punishing me. She gave me a later appointment, child. So I decided to do another video, of course. This is a video that I had been intending to do. And when I saw how they was trying to mend the situation with Moneybag Yo and with um, Finesse two times, it brought it back to my remembrance, that I had wanted to talk about this. Why didn't the industry try to mend the beef with young Dolph and Yo Gotti before all of the stuff that happened, prior to 2017? Because I believe that's when they started actively shooting at him, trying to kill him, you know, and that's not something that I'm, pulling out of my butt because the young men who shot at him came out of Yo Gotti's camp. I can't put it on Yo Gotti, but I'm trying to figure out what issues would people in Yo Gotti's camp have with Young Dolph. Um, if Young Dolph had not been going back and forth with them and the beef was actually with Yo Gotti, it would make people believe that it was they whatever they did, it was for him, right? Allegedly. So but he was not charged with it, with the shootings of the shooting up of the van. Of course, someone else from out of his camp was, and then he was shot at the hotel, and that was attempted murder. And I think a young man is in jail right now, still serving time for that murder, right? But it makes you wonder, why didn't some of the big dogs in the industry like Jay Prince Senior and all of them, why didn't they actively come together to, you got Master P, you got all these are who I consider the big dogs of the industry, in the African American industry. We kind of know that Jay-Z was not going to get into it. He kind of looks at them as peons. I see he's dealing more with Gotti now. Allegedly, he deals with Gotti because Gotti has given him a big percentage of his company. I don't know if that's true or not, but if it is, it's pitiful. Um, but why didn't some of these heavy hitters, some of these big dogs, these OGs in the industry that have been successful step in? And let me just say this: I don't know a lot about Jay Prince Senior, but I will say I love Master P. Okay, I do. I love Master P, and I've heard Master P say that Jay Prince Sr. was like his big dog, and I'm sure there were a lot of other people I can't think of right now in the industry that why didn't they, or even if they were not big dogs of the industry, why didn't people within the industry get with them to try and mend this, just like they are actively they claim trying wanting, mend the situation with Finesse two times and Moneybag Yo. And now, in my opinion, that situation with Finesse two times and Moneybag Yo, I think Finesse is very talented. I can't take away from his music. I like Moneybag's music too, but it's not hard for me to believe that what they say, what Finesse said, that Moneybag and ganked his style. I mean, that's believable, right? Um, but you had so many people that was working, trying to mend that. Do I think it was for the good for Finesse? Absolutely not. Finesse is blazing. He's hot off the press. It was for Moneybag Yo. I feel, and this is just my opinion, to put a lid on Finesse's success. Of course, if you sign him up under Moneybag, he cannot outshine the biggest artist on CMG. That's what I believe. Okay. I ain't been to investigate all these years to be dumb, okay? But I wanted to play some of because I think it got out of hand. It went too far with money with Dolph and with Yo Gotti, okay? and I kind of pulled some videos, some recordings, just one of each, and because I pulled because I want you all to listen. Okay, I want you all to listen. When people say, "Well, Dolph did too much," or when people say that, well, whatever they say, I pulled a couple of the videos. Okay, I'm going to play. How about I play Yo Gotti's first? Should I play Yo Gotti's first or should I play Young Dolph's first? I'll play Yo Gotti's first. How about that?
Back to the album in a minute. That comes out Friday. Let's get to the bullshit. now, TMZ reports you're on the LAPD's radar in connection to the Young Dolph shooting.
They dropped that.
They dropped
that, but
the
LAPD denies those claims. But why do you think they believe that? Because y'all were staying at the same hotel that day.
Allegedly.
I'm always on police radar for some reason. Where I'm from, you know what I'm saying? And I'm Yo Gotti, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just think the way I came up, where I come from, you know what I mean? Just the whole demeanor of who I am and what I represent, what I stand on, it put me in some of them places.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like to be even a person of interest of anything, you know what I mean? Not just with little homie, but anything I'm around, you know what I mean? If something happened up here,
he's being passive aggressive, and he's passively being disrespectful when he say with little homie, in street term, that's disrespectful.
Something happened up here randomly outside, I'll probably be one of the people.
Mm-hmm.
Just off, you know what I mean? Who I am, but I ain't really been on that, you know what I'm saying?
But whatever issue you and Dolph have, don't you think it's gone too far at this point? Like, isn't it time to?
I don't got no issue.
Yeah.
I ain't got no issue. Like, it probably the second or third time I've been up here and said the same thing.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
I ain't got no issue. You know what I mean? I don't have issues.
How does this affect business, though? Because then stories like this get out, and, clearly Young Dolph must feel something because of the album that he put out afterward and everything. But does this affect business for you? Because I know sometimes it's hard as an artist to get booked in certain venues, but I still see you out here working. But has it affected anything where they're like, well, we don't want to deal with this right now till we see the outcome?
Yeah, I mean, that's the part as a hustler. I be trying to stay away from it because it mess with the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, it mess with the money. It's like we doing, like you said, every year I'm going up on a different platform. We going in different space. You got some artists who want street credit. Like they market street credit. You know what I mean? They take certain incidents to turn it into marketing to try to boost the sales, and you don't never see me speaking on that. I'm trying to stand away from it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never accepting it. I ain't never doing nothing. You know what I mean? I'm pushing that away because that ain't me. Like, I ain't got no issue. You know what I mean? And I really don't think Home got no issue. I just think it's marketing, you know what I mean, or something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Because it ain't nothing real. Like, we ain't
it
never...
ain't marketing getting shot.
Yeah, it ain't somebody clearly got an issue with Young Dolph. Now, we don't know who it is. Yeah. And see, what scares me...
So that right there just proves some type of guilt right there, because he immediately tried to downplay it. How in the hell was somebody being shot at and then was actually shot and almost died? How could he fix his mouth to say that was a marketing issue? That proves right there that that's a person that throw rocks and hide their hands, and that's evil beyond evil.
About that is like Biggie, if you watch all these Biggie and Pac docs, Biggie never was always like, I'm spreading the love, I don't got no issue with the bro, yada, 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 and he still ended up getting popped at. So it's like, what if somebody that's down with Dolph or loves Dolph think it's you doing it, and then, God forbid, they aim something at you.
And you be out. It's not like you're hiding or you don't go out. You're out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always out. You know what I'm saying?
You think is it worth it on behalf of Memphis just to like have a press conference that you and Dolph and like, look, we good. I don't got no problems. We don't have no problems with each other. Let's move forward.
I don't really understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we talking like theories or like I guess we all wondering like what it is, or we talking facts. Like the facts is, me and Home never had one argument.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Ever in life, we never touched each other. Ever in life, we never exchanged no money. Ever in life, you know what I'm saying? The facts is just I'm the biggest rapper from Memphis. You know what I mean? I help a lot of rappers from Memphis. I don't know, you know what I mean? Like I can't really think of what it is.
Like what you don't even know why there would be a problem. Then you wanted to sign him at one point, right?
I mean, I actually was helping them at one point.
Mm-hmm.
I really just want to sign them, you know what I mean? Like, giving them advice, letting them come out on my shows. You know what I'm saying? Like telling them how the game go, letting my people work with them. You know what I mean? Like to advise them on how to build this company up and all that. So it was cool. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Then it just took
cool.
a left turn somewhere.
Like even at one point I even was asking myself like, yo, where this shit can come from? And I looked at me and Holmes to text all the time. So I looked at the phone out there, my phone out there. I let you read the last text I was sent home. I think we should do that. Give my phone for me. Last text I was sent home, I'm gonna let you read it.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I mean? Like from there, it's like I don't know where you get the I don't really know where it come from.
What about when Black Youngster and Dolph was going at it? Did you ever like make a big homie call like Black, chill out?
Dolph, leave it alone.
Black Youngster, my little brother.
Black Youngster, leave it alone.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I was
Youngster, my
mad you
little
didn't bring him
brother.
up here this time because you know it's Christmas.
He immediately stepped up and said that, Black. That's how he makes that's how he manipulates Black Youngster, because nobody allows their little brother to get into what Black Youngster is facing. But I digress.
Is coming around and we needed.
Cam just gave you $1,500 yesterday. Relax.
He owed him that.
Oh yeah, Cam owe me that.
Get those.
How many phones you got, Gotti? Why
Give the other one.
why you not in the trap no more? Why you got 3 different phones?
I got 3 phones.
For who? What?
It is all the same joints now. Probably years ago they used to be organized, but they're like all the same joints now.
Now I was gonna say, even when we talk about some of the stuff that he said, is a little past just lyrical beef. It's
Who
very
that?
personal.
Who
Dolph.
that?
When he talks about your brother and
I don't be
females.
listening, man. I don't know. But all that.
Gotti pulling up the text right now. Cause I just want to get past this. I think you and Dolph is two cool individuals, and that when you start seeing people get shot at repeatedly and shot, it's like, all right, it's going too far. Come on, Wi-Fi, don't fail us. All right.
Have you ever felt like you guys should have a one-on-one conversation?
I don't feel nothing really. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard to feel something you don't feel is real.
I mean, but just
You get what I'm
because
saying?
you have been very successful, got a lot going on, and it does affect business, like you said. Sometimes to have your name mixed up in certain things. And so it's something that it feels like if you guys talked and said, this is just ridiculous. It's sometimes things that could be solved with a conversation between the two people involved instead of all the he said, she said, writing songs, response to this person. Sometimes that is the easiest way to solve things. And you're like, what were we doing in the first place?
But I ain't writing songs. I ain't tweeting. I ain't doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? So I think, somebody else got to answer that question. Though, like, yo, man, what's up with your Wi-Fi?
Let me see. Let me pull up the Wi-Fi for you.
Put me on speaker.
Don't let
Now,
him- don't let him touch your
while he's
phone too
pulling that up, now is it difficult also because it seems like parts of Memphis don't want you there? Where they try
What
to
you mean
ban
by
you. No, the law, not people, the law. Like the city doesn't want you there because they feel like it might be problems. Does that bother you because you're off Memphis? And I was in Memphis a couple of weeks ago, and your music is so big in Memphis to not have you or want you in there. Does that bother you at all? And how do you get past that?
It's I just think like they gotta accept that, like, we successful rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then sometimes your past, because the city just knowing you from when you were hustling and running around in the street, like outside of here, man, we rap superstars to people all around the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, You ain't. I think even the police and who trying to ban me from my hood, they ain't accepted that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? To them, because maybe because they job local and they just be in the city. To them, you just what it was however many years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Now, this is your ninth studio album. Do you feel like people know enough about Gotti, like on a personal level? Cause you still move a lot like a drug dealer. You don't talk too much. You just you feel like you need to open up a little bit more. I'm sure the label telling you that.
We trying to do a few things.
You have a documentary coming.
We trying to do a few things. We got a documentary coming out on Tidal where like we speak.
Okay. I cut it off right there because I didn't want to play, go too far with that. I played enough. I wanted you all just to hear that part because they was asking him about young Dolph and things of that nature. He kind of downplayed it, but I want to just play, and I'm not going to play as much of young Dolph because I didn't intend for it to really go on that long. Let me see.
Out right now, Gelato.
Hey,
You know who it is, man. Dolph.
ATL was popping.
Dolph, how you doing, brother?
Man, we blessed.
Good to see you, man. Next question. A lot of people want to know, of course, I know Gucci, your partner just like your mom. We see you a lot with him. Has that conversation never happened? He ever said something to you about, because I heard, rumors, of course, possibly him trying to, crank back up what he want to do and, sign this person and that person. And
Who's gonna do what he gonna do? Know what I'm saying? Like, that's my brother. Know what I'm saying? Ain't got nothing to do with the music, no rappers, no nothing. Know what I'm saying? Like, we just rock with each other. Know what I'm saying? Whatever comes and however comes, whatever come about, we just gonna play it how we play it.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? Like, that's my brother. Know what I'm saying? Ain't got nothing to do with the industry, the music, or nothing.
Yeah. Leading joint that came up off that, everybody heard about it. Everybody heard it, played it, ran it back a couple times.
5 times.
5 times, a couple times.
Everybody played it 5 times.
Play with your chick. Now, when I first seen it, the cover of it was ridiculous. Is there any truth to that cover?
Truth to that cover.
That's a missed call.
That's the truth.
And it said 50 times missed.
Right. And you say 50. Come on now.
How many times was it? 20, 25 times.
You know what I'm saying? No, it no 50.
Oh, somebody
called me 50 times. I'm changing my whole phone.
Okay, well, 20 times this young lady called you. Supposedly Yo Gotti's baby mama or
who?
His chick or something like that.
His name ain't Yo either, man.
Come on, man.
You know his name.
What's the situation with that, man? Like, is it truth to that though?
Man, I really just been sparing her for the past years on top of years on top of years, but like recently, my little homies and different people had come around me like, bro, you heard such and such, you heard his new mixtape. Oh, you heard this? I'm like, no, I don't listen to their music. I don't listen to the music. I don't listen to a lot of people's music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially not this sucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Man, they play it. So his last 2 mixtapes, he trying to slick this Dolph, trying to throw. It's like you playing. You know what I'm saying? So you want to play? I ain't finna play how you want to play. We're going to play how I want to play. I'm finna get ready to go and expose you and let the facts be out here. Facts on top of facts. And that's why he don't even know how to respond. Because it ain't no responding. It ain't no responding. What you going to say? The whole city know the truth. It's a different when you just got, this one person over here, he saying this, he saying that, all this about you versus, bro, that whole city say this about y'all. That's the truth.
The whole city.
Come on, dog.
That's crazy.
It's
man.
These facts on top of facts.
I mean, you elaborate on it a little bit. What kind of ignited this whole situation, man? I mean, like I said, because you was quiet. I know you I think you took the higher road. You left it alone after the whole youngster thing. And
I ain't I don't even want to. That's extra.
Okay, cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I already let you slide when you made your artist use my name to get some attention.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Before you used my name, who knew him? You see what I'm saying? Now check this out. Before he used my name, did you know him? Who knew him?
You mean me personally?
Like who knew him before he used Dolph's name?
I mean,
what was he doing before he used Dolph's name? Nothing. What was the dude with the one with the big head? His boss. What was he doing before he dished 3 6 Mafia? What was he doing? How did he get some attention? By dissing them. He lame. You see what I'm saying? This the first diss song Dolph ever put out. You know what I mean? It really ain't even a diss song. It's just straight facts. I should have named the song Facts or The Truth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because for the simple fact, everybody know Dolph ain't doing that for nothing. He did it just to
That's
tell
why I'm
the
asking
truth
you,
for the facts.
what ignited it? What ignited it to go to this point?
Man, he when my boys came to me and when they were like, bro, he trying to slick, he trying to slick this.
So you saying
bro.
in the new joint?
Yeah, he did it 2 times. His last 2 tapes he done put out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, he thought the coast was clear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
see what I'm saying?
Do you think
he know what I do? He know, man, Dolph ain't paying us no attention.
Yeah.
Dolph getting them M's, he racking them up. He going crazy by himself. He ain't paying no attention. You know what I mean? He thought the coast was clear. He did it.
Do you think some of his supporters may think that you would do it possibly for publicity because you did it right before the album came out?
Listen, this is what I'm saying. The song was on the CD. Either way, like what difference would it make? It was finna come out the next day.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? If that was the case, I would have dropped the song 2 months ago or a month ago or 3 weeks ago. Do some kind of promotion. No, that ain't what I do. Dolph can pay for a promotion. You know what I mean?
Do you want him to respond?
He ain't got to respond. They want to tell you he ain't gonna respond.
He ain't gonna respond.
He ain't gonna respond. It's too many facts.
What if he do respond?
It don't matter.
What if he do respond?
He ain't gonna.
Is it gonna stay on wax?
He ain't gonna do that.
Is it gonna stay on wax?
He can't respond. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I remember.
You know what I mean? This is what I'm saying. I can't respect nobody if you say, "Oh, I'm real," and if somebody look out for your family member, any one of your family members,
you had some choice words for us, bro,
and help put food on their table and help put money in their pocket.
Yeah.
How can you go against them? How can you hate on them?
Did you also said in the song "Once Upon a Time" he tried to sign you? When was that? That was in the early days.
Come on, dog. Everybody know that.
Yeah.
Everybody know that.
Yeah.
Sign with them for what? Oh, hell no, it didn't make sense. Look what Dolph doing. No, I can't do it. No. Cocaine, music, faggots. Dolph I don't know the cocaine. No, that ain't Dolph. I wouldn't even feel right. I feel so out of place over there with some faggots. Man, come on, dog.
Is this gonna stay on wax, or is it a position where y'all can never be in the same building? All Stars coming up, Grammy weekend coming up. You guys get booked for every big event in every big city, for every the CIAA. Oh, you know you gonna get booked. You know he gonna get booked.
He just needs to stay out my way.
So just stay out your way.
Just stay out my way.
It's one of them situations.
Just stay out my way.
And you honestly just said everything you said. You know, I feel like I feel like
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna change this whole thing. If he apologized publicly,
you know he ain't gonna do that.
Well, he ain't stay out my way then.
He brought his girl, like you killed him with the whole the thing with the girl.
I didn't kill him.
Well,
they did that.
I would hate if somebody did me like that. If I looked up in your single release cover,
just don't become the biggest lame in the industry. You know what I'm saying? Like for real.
Yeah.
Like one of your partners that you rock with or you see coming up doing their thing, like don't start hating on them and start doing all kind of little
I would never do that.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to. I can't go in like I want to go in. Holiday, what else we talking about?
Okay, so that was Dolph, and it's funny because I actually did a little research. Okay, just a little bit. That interview that Dolph just did, I probably should have played Yo Gotti's interview second. You know, I like to kind of do things in order when I'm trying to put something together. But I didn't, but that's fine. That interview was did on February 9th, 2017. That was right after he put that album out. I guess it had the song on there. I don't know. Don't Play With Me, Play With Your B. I don't know if that song was on there. But it had some song on there referring to his Yo Gotti's baby's mother. Now, that interview was did right after the album came out on February 9th, 2017. And his van, Dolph's van, was shot up on February 26th, 2017. And then Dolph was shot. There was an attempt on his life yet again in LA on September 27, 2017. So I don't know if it had anything to do with the album, but somebody was intending on they was gonna kill him. They was real emotional that year. Somebody wanted him out the way that year. And so you think about, why did it have to go that far? I know Yo Gotti denied everything, and it was easy for him. It was very generic. It was very phony of him to sit up and deny it. I was looking at him in that interview. Of course, that interview that he did with the Breakfast Club, that was after the shooting. Let me see. Yo Gotti's interview with the Breakfast Club. Because that was right after that shooting in LA. Because after they started making attempts on his life, or whoever it was, okay, whoever it was beyond, it was beyond repair. Okay, it was beyond repair. Okay, yeah. So that interview that I just played of Yo Gotti was done in October, like a month after Dolph was shot in LA of 2017. And he even used some of the words, when Dolph said, "Did y'all think this was over?" I was listening to the whole interview, and when they was talking about his album, and he was like, "Did they think that this was over, because I had not did this and that." I was like, okay, they're using his words, so that let me know that he was paying close attention to what Dolph was saying. He at least was following Dolph pretty closely to regurgitate that verbatim. But why did it have to go this far? Because surely a lot of these rap artists know Yo Gotti in his 40s. A lot of these other artists are in their 40s and 50s. Rap was really originated from rap beefs and rap battles. They always kept it on wax. What Yo Gotti did was, the moment he allowed the little homies up under him to try to get position to go and start attempting to take lives, allegedly, okay, and that ain't no we say that because the young men came from out of his camp and worked up under him closely. It had gone too far. Young Dolph wasn't trying to hit him and retaliate against him. And I'm listening to the people at the Breakfast Club, and they're, they trying to see if there can be a mend, if they could mend that, okay. But Yo Gotti, he did not even want to acknowledge that there was a beef. He was passive aggressive about it, which means he did not want to mend it. So I won't acknowledge it because I'm not hearing of it. He said, I'm the biggest person in Memphis. You're not the biggest person in Memphis. But it's okay for him to think that, because there were a lot of great people that paved the way that came way before you, Yo Gotti. So that's an arrogant statement to make. You are omitting the people who you were able, the reason you are where you are is out the backs of other people that came before you. You omitting them. So that's disrespectful. Okay? You have to acknowledge that you didn't get it on your own. There was people that had to go through some shit. Now, for you to get there, other artists that came before you, you had 3-6 Mafia, who did it big. They went national. What are you saying, dude? Even before them, okay? You had people like Tila, Spanish Fly, Gangsta Pat, who else? 8Ball and MJG. Come on now, don't do it like that, okay? That's disrespectful, but it's okay for you to think that now. I guess if you don't think it, nobody else will. But he was consistently throwing rocks and hiding his hands, and he was smirking in that interview. This was like a month after they tried to kill this boy, allegedly. Okay? And for what? You don't need to be rapping if you can't take somebody throwing out shots at you off of rap battles. Of course, surely Yo Gotti knew about rap battles because he dissed 3-6 Mafia. He dissed them. Wasn't no blood shed. Okay, the moment blood is shedded because of rap, that's the moment we stop supporting whoever is the cause of the blood shed, and we don't support them. We don't support and fund terrorists. Okay. And with Yo Gotti being the big dog of CMG, it don't seem that he tried to put a lid on it, because it appears to me, just from my observation, he was the problem. I'm not saying that everything Dolph did was right, but it seemed to me that there was some validity, because when you start, people from your camp, it appears, starts trying to take a person's life, it is beyond repair. So even at that point, why didn't the big dog step in? They saw that they was trying to kill him. And so I know people say you want to take a side, you taking sides. Kiss where I can't, because I stand on the side of what's right. If it was the other way around, I would feel the exact same way, because I don't agree with what had happened. Consistently hunting somebody down like a dog until his life is taken. All for what? When, if you can't stand somebody talking about you, you trying to send a message, you talk about me, I'm gonna take you out. Okay, we ain't gonna support you. And any business that the any promoter that promotes you, any DJ that plays your shit, and you a terrorist in the Black community, they through. Okay, that's how we have to do it. And that, I guarantee you, that would have brought amends. I bet you them shots, that it wouldn't have been consistent attempts on his life if we had taken that attitude back then. But you see people talking about, they really want for finesse 2 times, and they've been working hard. They wants to use finesse 2 times. Everybody want to eat up. Finesse is blazing, and they got to keep finesse up under their thumb so he don't surpass Moneybagg Yo, because he has already put it out there, and this is just my opinion, that he helped Moneybagg Yo. And if you listen to him, Moneybagg did kind of gank his style. I like Moneybagg stuff, but that's easy to believe. Finesse is blazing. Okay. He is. I just hope that, I believe that somebody trying to line him up, because I don't see no good in that. Their loyalty is to Moneybagg. Okay. But I think the industry is messed up. Dolph was independent. I think Dolph was frustrated because they already was trying to blackball him. They couldn't stop him because he had already went and made a whole lot of money, and that's what pissed him off. Okay, well, if you blackball him where he can't make no money, he was already making money. He had cornered the markets on other places, and I'm here. That's another reason why they wanted Dolph. Some people wanted Dolph gone. That just came from some people that know. Okay, that's in the inside of this investigation. Okay, that some people wanted him out of the way because of that. Also, as far as cornering the market in other places, it ain't gonna work out for him though. I'm gonna tell you that right now, because I got confirmation on that. That ain't gonna work out. Okay, so y'all could have just left him alone. But anytime you start taking people's lives, okay, you've gone too far. Anytime you start paying people to mess their lives up, anytime you take money for a hit, you got to be mentally ill anyways. Okay? Because when you put yourself in a position to go away for the rest of your life and take yourself away from your damn children and put your mother and your family who truly cares about you for real in distress for another man, you mentally sick. You need to be at Lakeside. You pitiful. That's putting another man before you even put your damn children. You sick. You less than a man. You pathetic to put another man before you put your children, and then sit up and say, that's my hit. Also, for a man to say, that's my brother, because he making an ass at you. That's manipulation. He called me his brother. So you could do his dirty work, and you put your children and your own damn pitiful life on the back burner for another man. Okay. I understand. I can see through that all day, every day. That's the reason why I don't get these OGs that ain't shit no break. Motherfucker, you ruining the community. Okay. You ruining the community through a lot of broken people that want validation, a lot of broken little dudes. You call Dolph the little dude, but Dolph was actually a big dog, actually. Okay. So the industry really ain't shit. Dolph, people wanted to eat off Dolph and they couldn't. Okay. They wanted to, so they didn't want to mend. A lot of them didn't want to mend it because he wanted to be independent and he wanted to make his other artists independent. Okay, so the industry ain't gonna take advantage of me and them. So they didn't have an interest in that. They couldn't make him a slave. Okay. And then some of these other artists, instead of being happy and trying to get away from up under that slave doctrine and getting together, getting some damn lawyers and going against the industry, all of them together, they couldn't kill every damn body. Instead, they get with the slave masters. I a slave. Everybody else got to be a slave to you damn runaway slaves. Okay? I a slave, they got to be a slave too. That's how people feel. If I am suffering and I'm a slave, I can't get out of these 360 deals. Who this uppity Negro think he is? And I've taught him some of the game and he don't want to be my slave? Because this is how I make my money now, by making other people slaves. Okay? That's what it is. Some of these folks ain't making a whole lot of money off of their music and stuff because they're caught up in these deals. They make their money when they bring in other young artists, other unsuspected artists, and make it like a pyramid scheme for these record companies, and they put them up under them and they gank their money. They gank them out of all their money. It's a damn shame what the Black community does, what they allow us to do to each other like damn monkeys. Okay, crabs in a barrel mentality. Okay, but that's what I picked up on with that. I think Dolph was frustrated, and it ain't me trying to just take up for Dolph. I think it was a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. And if you talk when all of this, okay, well, I can't talk about that right now. Okay, but I think as this Dolph's case go on, we're gonna start to, a lot of stuff is gonna start to make a lot of sense. Okay. Because if y'all think that Cornelius and Straight Drop just up and did that on an unction, you really is mentally sick. Okay. You sick. Okay. And the good thing about it is the investigators know, and the FBI, all them folks that Miss Eliza Fletcher, that billionaires got on her case, Dolph got on his case. Okay, so I wouldn't care how much money a nigga got or don't got. They can't win against that. And trust me when I tell you, these people know what has happened. Okay. I hate, though, that it could not be mended, especially before it got to the point that it is. I don't like to see two brothers going at it, but when a nigga wrong, I can't stand by that. When I can't stand by wrong. I just can't. When lives and stuff start getting taken, people taken away from their family members, it is just beyond repair. But I can't understand why the industry or the big dogs that know what the industry does anyways, before they even started making their money, why didn't they step in to try to mend that? People loved, at Yo Gotti from Memphis, especially when he first started. Memphis was, I hear a lot of people say Yo Gotti said, well, Memphis ain't never did enough for me. You're a damn lie. Memphis was the one that accepted you before anybody else did. People, I'm telling you, they did. We kind of helped Yo Gotti and supported him before anybody on the outside of Memphis ever even saw him. And people forget about that. Okay? So there's no reason why we want to see Yo Gotti and Dolph. Dolph is ours. Yo Gotti is from Memphis too. Okay? We want to see these two brothers going at it because they could have built something amazing if it was not like it was. But anytime you start sending your little soldiers out, and I'm not saying he did, I'm just saying in general, to take somebody out, you have gone too far. And we as people, if we had stopped supporting that, okay, because you don't do what was done to Dolph just because, and then for him to say that was for publicity, that's evil on a whole nother damn level. He tried to kill himself to sell an album. I don't think so. And I'm glad that Charlamagne them corrected that. Okay. But anyways, you guys, I went on. I'm going on 40 minutes. I did not mean to go on this long, but I want you guys to like, share, and subscribe. But I just wanted to touch on it. It's a lot more that I really want to say, but I don't be wanting for these videos to go on too long. I truly don't believe, and this is just how I feel. I don't believe that Yo Gotti wanted to fix that. For whatever reasons, he didn't want to fix it. And after that album came out, I could be wrong. I don't even think he wanted the young man to even walk this earth after 2017 when that album came out. That's just what I believe. So I'll say allegedly. There's no proof in that, but that's just what I believe. Okay. And so because some people wanted some positions, I guess, right around him, I can't say he told them to do anything. Maybe they just wanted positions. Maybe they just love him more than they love themselves and their children. They decided to go and do some, try to take him out, you know. So, anyways. All right, you guys. I want you guys, because I could really go on with this. Maybe we'll talk about this another time, okay? But I've gone on 40 minutes. I tried to make these videos short because I wrote down a lot of stuff, y'all. It's a lot more stuff that I want to say. I will say this though. I feel like Dolph felt hated on. And even when Dolph started, if you look, I look at people's expressions when they would ask him about Yo Gotti, he felt aggravated. You could tell he did not want to talk about it, but it was a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. He didn't get into it. He just kept saying, they hating on me. They hating on me. And he had a reason to say he was hating on him. Okay. All right. But anyways, you guys, and then Yo Gotti didn't want to acknowledge anything. You can't fix something that you can't acknowledge. That's how you know he didn't want to fix it, because he did not want to acknowledge it. At least with Dolph acknowledged it. There's a beef and there's a problem. But a person who can't acknowledge something, that's a dangerous person. That's a person that throw rocks and hide their hands. Okay. That's the person that will do the most damage, that is doing the most damage. Okay. So I can believe Dolph when he says that they was doing things to him behind the scene. Of course they was. It was a lot of people saying Dolph was cornering the market. The market they ain't gonna be able to keep, because they ain't gonna be out to keep it. Okay. If you don't believe me, just keep watching. All right, you guys, please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to donate to the channel, you could definitely do that via Cash App. I want you guys to know that I really appreciate you guys so much. Now, I can go and get my hair braided. It's almost that time. Talk to you guys later.